The second instalment is underway. Scotland against Italy. The final day of the Women's Under-18 Six Nations Festival, a groundbreaking tournament. These two sides treated us to a goalless thriller on Saturday in the 35 minutes match. Will we have some points and a winner today as Scotland take on Italy? Supported by their home crowds, with Murrayfield in the shadows. Scotland with the home advantage and belting out the national anthem. Well, neither of these sides treated us to a single point in their two 35-minute contests on Saturday, both scoreless in both. Surely we'll get some points today. Scotland well beaten by Italy in their opening game. Italy 14-0 defeat to Wales before these two faced off in game two for a scoreless draw. How often does that happen in rugby? Hardly ever. It was a collector's item, but both respective coaches proud of their efforts so far. Scotland head coach Duncan Harrison saying his side were brave on both sides of the ball in the opening two matches, but he'll want some points and some tries to show for their efforts today. The Italians, can they upset the odds up against the home side? Age grade rugby has proved pretty fruitful in Italy. There's some talented youngsters coming through across all underage groups and at national level also, senior national level, across the men's and the women's game. Scotland against Italy, our second instalment, as the inaugural Women's Under-18 Six Nations Festival completes today. This is the final day of this event. The men will continue into Easter Sunday out in Marcoussis in the southern suburbs of Paris. But as for the ladies, their chance to leave it all out there today. One last push across 70 minutes this time rather than 35. The Dam Health Stadium provides home support and home comforts for these Scotland players. Can they rouse the crowd with a victory against the Italians? It's Scotland who get us underway. Instant carry from the Italian tight head. That was Dorotea Tufano, but the intercept, and Scotland are already in. What a start this is. 17 seconds gone and a score for Scotland. My goodness me, we didn't have to wait long for points today. Absolutely brilliant start for Scotland. And it's Sophie Langford who trots over for the score. It was a wild pass, intercepted with comfort from Langford, who had the freedom of the Dam Health Stadium to stroll into. Fullback's attempted conversion is wide. Lucy McRae off target, but Scotland very much on it inside the opening minute, inside 17 seconds in Edinburgh this afternoon. It was a loose pass intercepted with glee, and the glory followed. Oh, it's a shock to the system for Italy and their coaching staff, and their rear guard breached. Scotland do have their first points of the women's inaugural Under-18 Six Nations Festival. Yeah, it will be a scrum. Yeah, a couple of slight rule changes. There's 10 seconds for a decision at a penalty or a free kick. There's only free kicks at all set-piece infringements apart from foul play, and one reset allowed per scrum in an attempt to speed things up. And this will be the only reset. And expect rolling substitutions as well. Maximum of 12 are able to be utilised. Highly impressive start for Scotland. Just the lift off they required. put in from Brogan Henderson. But look at the Italian scrum. Scotland on the back foot, but swiftly through the hands they go, and this is a really bright attacking start from the young Scots. Sophie Langford's try after just 17 seconds is the difference between the two sides so far. Unconverted by Lucy McRae, but penalty for Scotland immediately knocked on. And that was Katie Ainsworth, the fly half with the butterfingers. But Scotland did have the penalty. Lucy McRae will attempt to send Scotland upfield. A boot right on halfway. I'm afraid that's slightly gone sideways or even backwards. McRae not getting hold of that at all, really. Hooking it. In fact, about 5 metres back. Ended up being level, really. But first involvement for the Scotland's hooker, Caris Craig, who plies her trade for Curry Chieftains in her home country. Incidentally, there's 7 Stirling County players in the starting 15 for Scotland today, 5 of them in the back line, including the half-back pairing of Brogan Henderson and Katie Ainsworth. Also 13, 14 and 15. Niamh Robertson-Jack, Hannah Walker and McRae are all of Stirling County. So they are the sides most heavily represented by Scotland today. But expect Italy's scrum to be pretty handy. Italians across all levels know how to scrummage, and again getting the initial shunt on before Scotland stemmed the tide, but that not sticking to hands. But made a couple of metres here, darting little jink. A nice flat pass, and Italy just about over halfway. But can't control the ball, and spilled by the Italian fullback. And that was Matilda Remersa. Well, plenty of scrums already. Scotland put in again. Pressure being applied by Italy. And these lovely little bits of play from Scotland through the hands, and out they go with Hannah Walker on the wing. Walker's still going and feeds her outside centre, and this is going to be a second Scotland try. Oh, I beg your pardon, it's the wing. It's Skye Phimister who has gone over. But it's a fabulous try from Scotland. Running from deep, brilliant hands. And all created by Hannah Walker. It was her break. And Scotland have come out of the traps absolutely flying in the backgrounds of Murrayfield. And wing feeds wing. And Skye Phimister has gone over for the score. And the conversion is good this time, and Scotland's lead is out to 12. And just what the home crowd were searching for. It's a fabulous finish, but got to applaud the break from Hannah Walker. Outstanding Scotland score. And Italy, their nose has been bloodied early on at the Dam Health Stadium. So a try for Sophie Langford and another for Skye Phimister. have got Scotland motoring inside 7.5 minutes at the Damhealth Stadium, and every time they come forward, they're purring with intent at the moment. Lovely little pass from the fly half, the offload from the second row. It's quick ball. It's time for Henderson, and a little shimmy and a carry from Ellie Fleming, but Italy got over the ball nicely there at breakdown time. They take it quickly. And that's been knocked on. Italy do have the advantage, so they're going to keep going. But that not going to hand. That certainly is, though. And now Gaia Dosi, the big loose head, brought down by the inside centre, Langford, the first try scorer. The advantage was being played, and well, the attempted touch finder has gone nowhere near from an Azzurri perspective.
You have an option. You can take a scrum where it was kicked or a 22 dropout. 22 dropout.
Yeah, and unsurprisingly, Scotland did have the option of both, and they have got opted for the 22 dropout to attempt to clear their lines. But a real wasted opportunity for Italy. They had a really good chance there to put boot to ball and go for the driving line out. And Scotland can clear.
Off the post.
It clearly came off the boot, but that was a forward pass, and quite some distance forward as well. And early Italian errors at the Damhealth Stadium, and this is all rather playing into Scotland's hands at the moment, and Scotland will have the put in at the scrum here. One intercept try and one cutting edge try from Scotland, the two bits of class we've seen so far. And Scotland 12, Italy 0 does no disservice at all to Scotland, given their rapid fire start.
Hold the push, okay?
Despite not coming away with a victory in their opening two games, Scotland head coach Duncan Harrison was very, very happy with what he saw. But again, look at the shove from the Italians at scrum time here. Of course, you can only get a free kick at scrum. There's no penalty as allowed from scrum time, but that is an area where you suspect the Italians will dominate. They have got a huge pack. And they seem to have a big pack at most levels of men's and women's rugby, the Italians. Seems to be the one area where the Italian men's team, the senior team, compete admirably across the board. Italy again with the shunts and fizzing pass from the scrum half, and this is a little bit better from Italy, and it needed the tackle. That's held up really nicely. It was Alex Stewart doing her best, but Italy continue to roam their way upfield. Oh, lovely little shimmy and a dink, and now this has been intercepted, and here comes Scotland again, and this is inevitable, and this is try number 3. Well, you couldn't have dreamt for a better start if you're a Scotland supporter. And that is Skye Phimister again. And Scotland's lead is out to 17. Italy shooting themselves in the foot once again. A second intercept score. And that's now 2 for the Scottish left wing. And now a seemingly straightforward conversion as well for Lucy McRae. But the gas that Skye Phimister has. She popped up on the left-hand touchline in her conventional role, and this one was through the middle. And safely nudged over, and Scotland 19, Italy 0. And this is an awfully long way back for the Italians, already after only 13 minutes. And this could get ugly. But you've got to credit the wing here. Skye Phimister, absolutely electric. And then had some fun with it at the end. Where on earth do Italy go from here? Huge carry again.
Off the foot, that's okay.
Oh, and it's dropped at the wrong time. Quite a few Italian errors so far. They have had chances to gain some territory, but when they last won a penalty up this end, they went for touch, and it went beyond the dead ball line for a 22-metre dropout. Scotland ball at the scrum. Brogan Henderson is going to try and marshal things and feed it correctly. All Stirling County half-back pairing of Henderson and Ainsworth have started pretty nicely and in tandem together. That is a free kick, early engagement from Italy. It's no real surprise, given that 5 of the Scottish backline all play for Stirling County, that there seems to be a lot of telepathy and synergy amongst them. Scotland have looked highly dangerous with the ball in hand, and the men's team did as well at the weekend when they produced a handsome result against Italy. And Scottish rugby nowadays is all about attacking prowess. And it seems to be from senior national teams all the way down to age grade level. Henderson puts it in again. Italy with pressure at scrum time. Certainly their area of expertise. And that's been picked up. It was the Italian outside centre, Rubina Grassi, who snaffled that ball to give Italy an attacking platform here. And that was Tufano's pass. It was a decent one. And the fly half is Alice Visman. Patient stuff this from Italy. Scotland told to leave it. Here we go again, out with Grassi. On the 22, that was almost turned over. Again, good tackle from the Scottish Open side. But, Italy have got some momentum here, looking for their first points of the tournament. And this is good from the Italians, and they're a couple of metres out. It has been knocked forwards. Head in hands time for Italy. Errors costing them dear at the moment, and they were looking good for a try then. But losing the ball forwards with the try line gaping. That's the front row of Dossi, Fenton, Tufano is going to apply some pressure again here. Pity there's no penalties at scrum time. Italy would be milking them left, right and centre. Henderson wants to get this out quickly, given the threat that the Italians pose. That's a lovely little shimmy. And the clearance into a pocket of space. Pass didn't quite come off, but Italy do have possession on the 22. That's the scrum half.
Locked on in the tackle, scrum advantage. Come back, no advantage from the scrum knock on. Knocked on in the tackle.
Referee was playing an Italian advantage. It was Scotland who knocked that ball on as they went for the collision. And in your picture is the Italian scrum half, Nadia Cinque.
Well, where? Let's go far side. This side. Okay. Crouch. Bind. Yeah, just listen, okay, guys? So I'm calling crouch bind set, okay? Thank you. Reset, please.
Incidentally, in case you're wondering, there is an Italian player wearing 18 in the second row, and that is Anna Carnevali, who has started in place of Emma De Leo.
Bind.
Emma De Leo, the starting five. Her place taken by Carnevali. So that's a prop in the second row for Italy. That was good play from Diana Di Franca. And now out to Tufano, the big tight head. This is Cinque. And that was Zanetti. Picked up, and this is a big surging run here. Italy might be over. And that's beautiful in its simplicity. And it was Sylvia Fent, the hooker. And Italy do register points in the women's tournament for the first time. And that's a landmark moment for women's under-18 Italian rugby. And that is a try for Sylvia Fent. And the wheels and the power that she possessed here to evade 3 or 4 Scottish defenders in the end. Far too hot to handle. Powering over. And it never looked in doubt as soon as she picked the ball up.
Perfect, thank you.
And you are seeing that correctly. It is a number 8, Vittoria Zanetti, who is going to be taking this conversion. And it's missed from point blank range. Italy still adrift, 14 points. The difference between the sides. Scotland 19, Italy 5, but just a little flicker. And a sighter of what Italy are capable of. They are so powerful. And they have had the bulk of possession in this match so far. We're well over midway through the first half. Remember, 35-minute halves. Scotland have been ultra clinical whenever they've got in the red zone, but Italy have had the bulk of the territory. And but for those 2 intercepts, this might have been a lot closer.
I need you to be a bit lower with the tackle, please. Seat that tackle.
Yeah, and Scotland were penalised here, and I thought at first Sylvia Fent just has to be a little bit careful here with her technique. And so she did almost thrust out a right hand, but it was a seatbelt tackle from the Scottish defender.
That's your mark, Blue. Thank you.
Scotland 19, Italy 5 in a riveting
On the line, White. The
Edinburgh
left, 2 big
contest
on the line.
at the Damhill Stadium as these two sides wrap up their under-18s festival. And that Well, less said about that, the better from an Italian perspective. It was a malfunctioning line-out, but they are hitting the collisions hard, Italy, and they've regained it. And there's Grassi's ball, and that's manhandled forwards by Gaia Dosi, the loose head.
We okay?
Front row of Dosi, Fent and Tufano has been highly effective so far. So is the Italian forward pack in general. It's not the best pass from Henderson. Did come off the foot though. And Italy have the penalty. Scotland holding on. Pinged at the breakdown.
I gave the penalty, no more pushing.
Momentum certainly has been reversed, and that's the quick tap by Cinque.
Knocked on by Blue on the ground.
Cinque again. That was Zanetti. Italy looking threatening down the right-hand touchline.
No advantage, will come back. No advantage, come back for the knock-on.
Yeah, we're going to come back all the way.
Knocked on by Blue on the ground. Scrum down, white ball.
Nadia Cinque will feed the scrum. Italy striking back through Sylvia Fent. After 3 quick-fire Scotland tries, one after just 17 seconds from Sophie Langford. A couple of Skye Phimister scores as well. Have them in charge, but Italy have been the better side in the last 10 minutes or so. Presenting the ball for Cinque. And there's a bit of an overlap here, and that's Dosi taking a couple of tacklers with her. And this is the fly half. That's Visman. Italy making yards here. Here they come, looking for a second try. And they've got it. Goodness me, what a response from the Italians. I think it's the number 8 who's got over here. Is that Vittoria Zanetti? Well, she's hurt herself in the process. It was a great pickup. And supported by her back row partner. But has certainly hurt herself in the process. And this will be of concern to the coaching staff. But Italy have looked really, really menacing since those 3 Scotland tries. And there's only one team in it at the moment. I know they're still behind on the scoreboard, but they have looked so, so powerful. As you can see, Murrayfield right behind
We okay, guys?
the stand, behind the posts.
Work away, work away. 3 and 13 Blue. Sorry. The wind was interfering. Time's still off, okay, just you're clear. Time back on!
And now she gets the congratulations. Luckily, back on her feet. Well, it's been quite a spectacle so far. Already more points than in the first match. Wales with a victory over Ireland, 17 points to 10. So that's Wales 3 wins from 3. And that's Ireland with 3 successive defeats. Conversion is clean this time. And Italy move to within 7 points. And momentum has shifted. Around about 8 minutes to go before the interval. And that was Vittoria Zanetti, and that was extremely powerful stuff. Did hurt herself in the process. Up on her feet now, though. Scotland 19, Italy 12. And very much game on. Juggled, but almost like Alessia Della Sala took her eyes off the ball there, the inside centre.
No advantage. Knocked on by White. Scrum then. Blue ball.
Number 7, Diana Di Franco has been excellent so far. She's been very, very busy, always looking for work. And Vittoria Zanetti with scrum cap back on, about to rejoin. Contact for the first time since scoring Italy's second try. There she is at the back of the scrum. Scotland chip it out on halfway. Again, looking to play through the hands and into contact. That was Langford. It's gone backwards and pressure again coming from Italy. It was picked up by Holland Bogan. It's not going Scotland's way at the moment. Duncan Harrison, I think, will be a little bit concerned. It was knocked on by the second row. Bogan. Bogan playing a rugby for Cartha. Sinke again with mitts on the ball for Italy. That's scrum time. And she will feed this ever menacing Azuri set piece.
Went down, we're going to reset. Scrum, White. You okay? Okay.
It's been an excellent contest so far. That was
Will I come round?
the 18, Anna Carnevale, who is operating as a second row today, in the absence of Emma De Leo. And it's been a half of two halves. Scotland absolutely bossing the first 15 and Italy dominant ever since. And it's all Italy, and they are searching for try number 3, and here they go round the outside. Lovely pass back in field. They're desperately close here, dragged into touch, were they? It was knocked on just before, but she was in touch anyway. But what a turnaround this has been. Yeah, it was just knocked on there before she went into touch. And desperate cover defence. This will be Scotland's put in. Certainly has been a lot of scrums so far. Quite a few handling errors, but captivating watch nonetheless.
We good?
Brogan Henderson of Stirling County will aim to get this away to safety. The box kick always an option.
One early. It's your free kick. Don't touch your advantage.
Now Italy winning the free kick and charging over. Have they got it down?
No advantage, we're coming back. Blue captain, number 8.
They didn't.
We're in the red zone here. I don't want to see any penalties given away, please.
Goodness me, Scotland really up against it at the moment. This is going to be taken quickly. Here they come again, Italy. And that was Dossi. Oh, and that's knocked on.
No advantage from the knock on. Scrum down.
Italy making a bit of a mess of that in the end. It's hard to believe these two couldn't penetrate in the 35-minute match on Saturday that ended 0-0. Certainly a collector's item in modern rugby. Used to happen in the past, of course. Well, I'm not sure I'll ever remember a 0-0 at any level. Scotland need a safety net at the moment. Need to get this away quickly. It's not the good clearance. Straight into Italian hands. It was knocked on though. Oh, with the try line gaping. I think it was the hooker again. It was Fent. She's already scored one try. But it was a real hash of a clearance. But there you go. You could see it just evading her clutches. What a brilliant rugby game this has been. Approaching 33 minutes. Couple of minutes to go before half-time in Edinburgh. The hosts with a 7-point lead, but it feels more slender than that at the moment. And that's pretty woeful again from Scotland. Italian ball. Scotland throwing it beyond their own dead ball line. Well, certainly the Scottish supporters are enjoying their afternoon in this brand new stadium. First match in this stadium was a pre-season encounter between Edinburgh and Newcastle Falcons. And new naming right still. Means it's now called the Dam Health Stadium. Will be so for the next 5 years or so. In the Murrayfield area of the city. And picked up at the base of the scrum again, and she's hunting a second try, and she's got it. More power from Vittoria Zanetti. And Italy are pretty unstoppable at the moment. It's an Italian flurry of tries. And she's got two of them. Vittoria Zanetti, such a threat from the back of the scrum. And she picks the ball up. Almost Billy Vunipola-esque here. Buffeting her way towards the try line. And simply nobody is stopping her. And this is to draw Italy level. Who would have thought that after 10-15 minutes or so? Visman on the half-time hooter. It's wide, so Italy do trail, but there's no doubt about it, they are right back in this match. It has been Italian dominance for the last 20 minutes or so in this first half. The first half started at a rapid pace by Scotland and an early intercept after 17 seconds, which sent Sophie Langford over. A couple of tries as well for Skye Phimister as Scotland raced into a 19-0 advantage. But this is going to be an interesting half-time team talk for Duncan Harrison, as his girls have been on the end of a bit of a brutal hiding in 15 minutes onwards or so in this match. It's been a brilliant contest. Italy, all the power coming back into it with a couple of tries from Zanetti. At half-time, Scotland 19, Italy 17. all up and running and raring to go for the second half. It's a second half where Scotland need a little bit more control. And it is the Italians who get us going. And there is a Scotland change. Molly Gray has come on of Tyndale Rugby Club. It's her first involvement, and attempted offload is going to be picked up by an Italian. 3 tries apiece. Scotland with the slight edge on the scoreboard, although that has been knocked on. Scotland, though, in possession.
Come back for the first one. Knocked down by white, knocked down by blue. Scrum down.
A really, really enjoyable rugby match so far at the Dam Health Stadium, home of Edinburgh Rugby. Plenty of changes for Scotland. A new scrum half. There's Hannah Dunnett is on.
8, you need to come in on bind.
Yeah, referee not happy at the moment.
Okay, but you need to come in. Yes. Mark here, guys. Okay.
And Italian changes also. And number 19 is Laura Pinton, who has just trotted on. And first involvement is to pack down for the set piece. Set piece which Italy have largely dominated. Scotland again evading the clutches of that fearsome Italian set piece, and encouragement on the left wing. That's good distribution as well from Dunnett, the new scrum half. And a good carry as well from Megan Hyland of Dundee. But Italy have turned this over. Competitive again at the breakdown, but Scotland over the ball. That was Molly Gray going in, looking for the turnover. But Italy walking over defenders. Caris Craig doing what she could to upend the Italian. And Scotland win the penalty over the ball. Italy holding on. Some respite finally for Scotland, who have weathered the early 3-minute storm in this second half. But they can't find touch. That's the Italian winger. That was Martina Busana. That's gone backwards. Italian needs to go to ground. Scottish tackler was told to release. And this is the fullback. With a burst of pace and a powerful carry. And smothering defence from Langford, scorer of Scotland's first try. Seems an awfully long time ago, that now, given the Italian dominance. But Scotland have turned this over. A little bit more aggressive in the contact area. Speculative offload, but it fell to Scottish hands. Good pick-up. Elsa Quigley is on for Scotland. Of Sterling. Again, look at the power of Gaia Dosi, the Italian Lucette. But once again, in the contact area, there have been quite a few spillages in this match. And again, that spilt. It's knocked on. Scottish ball.
Scrum then. Blue ball. You okay?
Neither team has shown a consistent knack of retaining the ball in contact. There's been a lot of knock-ons in this game. A lot of attacking rugby. Must admit, Italy preferring to go the direct route, Scotland looking to go through the wide channels. But at the moment, it's producing a pretty tight one on the scoreboard. Scotland 19, Italy 17.
Correct.
And Hannah done it.
Fine. Set.
We'll look to get this out as quickly as possible. Hooked backwards.
Stay 9.
Cinque told to stay where she was. Yeah, lovely play this from Scotland, and wide it goes, and this is where they're at their most threatening. Brilliant play.
Advantage not rolling. Penalty advantage.
Scotland do have the penalty advantage coming. And brilliant passing again from the Scots, and that was Alex Stewart getting involved, the open side flanker. And look how far Scotland have come. They really needed that. They've gone quickly as well. Done it with the quick tap and go. Upended though. But that's Stewart over the ball, shielding it once again. That was Highland playing scrum half, and big carry through the middle. Supported by Molly Pullman, the new hooker. Or prop, I beg your pardon.
No advantage, we're coming back. Captain White. Captain.
It's a rare bit of Scottish territory, this. Do have an Italian injury.
We have 2 penalties in a row for not rolling. Okay, to get out of here quicker, somebody else is in, okay?
I must admit, Vittoria Zanetti, the Italian number 8, has been absolutely outstanding, monumental, in fact. And there are plenty of big ball carriers in this Italian team. Bit of treatment needed at the moment. Della Sala down. Well, there's the Scotland 19, Elsa Quigley, another of Stirling. Stirling, the best represented club amongst this 26-person Scottish squad. More Italian changes. And, Viola Mafia has come on, a running back. Certainly both sides putting to bed their inability to score tries in their 2 opening 35-minute matches. It's been a try bonanza so far today, 6 of them in total, 3 apiece. And Alessia Della Sala does look okay, she's on her feet. But that might be the end of her match. She may have been one of the ones substituted. Scottish line out does go to hand, bit unorthodox, but the rolling maul is rumbling towards that Italian try line, but Italy do a good job of holding it up. Again, Scottish passing is relatively decent. Out it goes. They've lost a few metres though. That one's a loose one though.
It's knocked on.
Scotland. All the good work undone. And Italy have regathered themselves. Matilda Remersa one of the smallest players on the field, wearing the Italian 15 jersey.
Just go on my left hand side, okay? Crouch. Bind. Set.
It was a decent line, just couldn't gather the ball.
No advantage.
Rubina Grassi. More spillages.
Scrum, guys.
Should have been able to gather that ball, Grassi. Then that might have been a long way back for Scotland, because she ran onto that at pace. That's Hannah Dunnett, who's in possession of the ball. Approaching 10 minutes into the second period. 25 minutes remaining. Scotland 19, Italy 17, finally poised. Scottish scrum has been a bit more secure, but just as I say that,
Number 18.
Italy get the decision. It was Chloe Brown who was penalised for Scotland. That was Zanetti. Lovely pass out wide. Laura Pinton is the one taking the ball into contact. Lovely fizzing pass into midfield. Plenty of Scottish tacklers in there. Italy again holding on. Referees have been very, very quick to penalise teams holding on. You get a couple of seconds, if that.
Have a sub, okay? 18 blue and 2 blue. Substitution. And number 8. 8, 18 and 2 substitutions. Time back on. 25.
Poppy Fletcher is back on. Freya Gracie
Time
is
back.
on the field. Scotland go quickly into contact.
Ball is there.
3 Italian defenders upend the Scottish substitute. Dunnett, who's injected a bit of tempo from scrum half since she's been introduced.
Knock on advantage, White.
That was Zanetti who came flying in.
Scrum then. White ball.
Well, Zanetti absolutely monstrous all game. Well, another Scottish substitute wearing 23 who has just come on, who's
Find your legs, okay? Okay.
replaced Kirsty Ritchie at number 8. Sam Tagani Kurukuru,
Correct.
who plays club rugby for Howe of Fife.
Set.
There she is in the number 8 position. Good tackle from Molly Gray of Tynedale Rugby Club. And Zanetti's lost it.
Advantage, blue.
Unlike Zanetti, it's normally, the ball is normally pretty glued to her hand. Such a destructive player, Vittoria Zanetti, scorer of 2 tries today. But no breakthrough as yet in the second period. It's been quiet on the tries front. Defences have been on top. A lot of mistakes in the second half. Fair few handling errors. Hannah done it though. With the put in for Scotland. Can she inject a bit of tempo? She'll look to run with this. If she gets the chance, takes the safety first option. Back inside. Again, a spillage. But that was offside, and Scotland have the penalty. Alessia Della Sala is indeed back on for Italy after that heavy knock she took. And Scotland kick up to the 22-metre mark. And attacking platform, and it's about the first time in the match, really, despite them going 19-0 up, that Scotland have enjoyed this much territory.
Step in, White. Guys, I gave you the mark. Step in.
Molly Pullman is officially down as a prop slash hooker. Can play both positions. Oh, and that's a stolen line-out ball by Italy. And Alice Visman has done really well. But Scotland are a little bit overzealous in competing at the breakdown. Hands in the ruck. Oh, lovely little show and go from Visman. Decent ball out wide, back in field goes Grassi. Grassi's still going. It's taking a lot of Scottish defenders to get her down. Brilliant play from the outside centre. That's Zanetti. She's broken through tacklers and then goes for the chip ahead. And she's still going, Zanetti. Yeah, it was off the ball as well. And Italy are going to get a penalty here. That is inspired play from Vittoria Zanetti, who has been majestic.
26 and 12 blue substitution.
Superb footballing skills as well from the big number 8.
Okay. Go for scrum. Scrum called. Scrum. Scrum called.
Still on a knife edge, this. Another Scottish substitution. Carla McDonald has come on. Plays for the Hillhead Jordan Hill Rugby Club.
Crouch.
Italy have opted for the scrum. It was a tackle off the ball. That's crumpled. Both front rows without the secure footing. And this is a little bit concerning.
You okay?
Seems to be okay. The Italian Luced, who's been a pillar of strength throughout the first 50 minutes. May well get a rest soon. Italy haven't utilised all their front row options.
Okay, water off. Time back on. Scrum them. Way forward.
Angelica Cittadini is on, wearing 16 for Italy. Replacement hooker.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
That's the fullback playing scrum half. And now Grassi, who's been outstanding. Another great performer. And that is Remersa, who has switched to the scrum half position. That's gone forward again. And it's the same old familiar tale. There's a lot of handling errors. It's been a very scrappy second half. Hasn't quite had the free-flowing feel that the first half possessed. And neither side, really, because of all the errors, has been able to gain a foothold. Scotland, you could argue, have had slightly more control. Scotland's put in. A lot of scrums in this match. Scrum was secure enough. That was the first touch as well for Carla MacDonald. England against France to come.
We're inside the 22.
France winners against Ireland and England in their two 35-minute matches. England 17-12 winners against Ireland, but then dispatched comfortably by France despite taking the lead.
Set.
Picked up at the base. Here come Italy. It was a really hefty challenge. It was a good carry. Back inside the 22 go Italy. Looking to send it out wide. Nicely done to Carnevali. And that's Laura Timpu, one of the substitutes. And now this is Gaia Dossi, who sends it into the path of Zanetti. It's Dossi with an excellent carry, has it back. Counter-rucking from Scotland. Italy getting in each other's way, and that's brought away brilliantly. Fabulous stuff. Good defensive work from Scotland. But there is an offside in there. It was Megan Hyland who brought that away. The Scottish second row. Frustrating second half, really. Still without a score or any points. Touch of cramp.
You guys help me with the penalty? Captain. So it's a blue penalty, because your player was offside. Okay, so it's a penalty for them too. Just here. Okay, yeah. It's there, boss.
Well, the Italian squad's pretty evenly distributed in terms of clubs in Italy, but Feltre Rugby Club provide the bulk. They provide 5 members of this 26-person Italian squad. And structured play. Scotland are up quickly though. Aggressive play from Molly Gray, who does release just in time. Counter ruck was good though. Grassi makes yards every time she's on the ball. One of Italy's best performers, alongside the likes of Dossi and Fent and Zanetti. Scotland forced back. Anna Walker doing as well as she can, but she didn't release quickly enough. Italy going too quickly though.
Make sure it leaves the hand, okay?
Well, they've got 15 minutes to save themselves, Italy. It's only a 2-point game. If only they can rediscover their ball carrying abilities from the latter 15-20 minutes of the first half. But, they're just inching their way upfield.
That's your mark, Blue?
Certainly of the two sides, they do possess the greater power.
On the line, White.
But Scotland certainly look the most threatening whenever they're on the ball in the wider channels. Clean line-out take. Another industrious Italian worker. The open side flanker. But, Scotland competing well. And this is a good burst here from Carnevale. She's still going. Leaving defenders in her wake. Up to the 22-metre line. Italy sniffing a fourth try. That was Ramersa taking the ball at pace again. Italy, good pickup. Out to the left-hand touchline. Back in field to Mafia. Looking threatening there, but did drift in, and that was good covering defence. Sky Phimister hasn't put a foot wrong. Scored 2 tries, and then arguably just kept one out just then. But stolen line-out ball. It's gone backwards. Italy have lost a couple of metres here. Again, it's a bit of a waste from Italy. Prime position once again to launch an attack. Just hasn't been clean enough with the ball in hand, the visitors. So, some real performers in there. As I mentioned, Dossi and Fent, and Diana Di Franco's been excellent wearing the 7 jersey. Zanetti's been outstanding. Rubina Grassi has carried really well, but they're looking to go through Scotland rather than round them, and it hasn't always come off. Scotland playing with a little bit more variety. Training ground move, but upended by Grassi. Grassi quickly over the ball also, and she's won the penalty. And she takes it quickly. Grassi still going. Italy within striking distance. And they've got the penalty again here.
23, straight off your feet.
Yeah, and Scotland off their feet here. Very, very dangerous position. Tagane Kurukuru off her feet. Here come Italy. Sniffing that 4th try. Scotland told to release. Di Franco with the initial carry. Oh, Zanetti wanted that. She ran a decent line. It didn't reach her. Italy getting closer here. Just short. They still have it though. Looking for that whitewash. Can they find try number 4? Zanetti looking for a hat-trick, just short. Great tackle. And they might have it now. It is a try. And that is the 4th for Italy. And they've been huffing and puffing, and they've blown the Scottish door down. What a turnaround this is from the Italians. I think it's the fullback who's gone over. I think it's Matilda Ramersa. who has got that try. But it has been coming, and Scotland could only keep them out for so long. It's a simple pick-up, really. A matter of inches. But it was one of the smallest players on the field with a forwards try, Matilda Remersa. And Italy, that is now 22 unanswered points with the conversion to come. It could be a very big conversion as well. Alice Visman. She's got to take her time with this one. Still just under 10 minutes remaining. First points of the second half they were from Matilda Remersa. It's a big kick and it's shanked wide. Is that going to prove costly? Well, Italy are in front for the first time in the match. They were 19 points down, remember. But Matilda Remersa has struck after concerted Italian pressure. Scotland now have it all to do, but they are within only 3 points after that missed conversion. Scotland 19, Italy 22. With 8.5 minutes to go. What a match this has been. At the Dam Health Stadium in Edinburgh. The hosts up against it now. Molly Pullman with the tackle. There's the try scorer Remersa. That's gone forward. Scotland will have the put in. At 3 points, it is never over. But this will be highly disappointing for Scotland, who absolutely flew out of the traps to shock Italy early on here with a couple of intercept scores and a score off first phase for Skye Phimister. But ever since, it's been a tale of attacking Italian weaponry. And the heavy artillery with their forwards has borne fruit in the end. 7 minutes to go in Edinburgh. Scotland 19, Italy 22. 22 unanswered. Azzurri points. It's pretty much 50 odd minutes now since Scotland managed to score anything. Scrum is wheeled. Dunnett struggling to get it out, but it is picked up. Tagani Kurakuru with the pickup. Takes a few Italians to get her down. Big carry as well from Freya Gracie.
You went back off you and went forward off 18.
Scotland putting.
From there, she went back, you went forward.
Well, a penalty would do them at the moment.
Guys, last scrum, just hold the push, okay? We're turning too far, just hold push, okay? Thank you. Crouch!
Scotland looking for something. They need something. Hannah Dunnett awaits. Is it set correctly? Looks okay to me. Again, the Italian surge comes, but now here's an opportunity to go through the backs. That was McRae. Needs to be recycled quicker, really. But there's Dunnett. It's brought forward. The support comes in from Hannah Walker. go the other direction. That was Quigley who took on the mantle but knocked forward Italian scrum. Frustration once again for Scotland. And they are running out of time here. 4.5 minutes or so remaining in Edinburgh with Murrayfield in the background. Fabulous tournament this. Under-18 Six Nations Festival in the women's game for the first time. I'm sure we'll see this in years to come as well. Good pressure this time from Scotland. Now it's fragmented and open play. Here's the chance, surely, for Scotland. And it is the try. And it is the substitute. It's Nicole Flynn. And Scotland have seized the moment. Well, it's been over 50 minutes since they last experienced try time, or any points for that matter. Italy have held firm, but that was a poor Italian error. They spilled the ball and it was seized upon. Nicole Flynn is the try scorer. Scotland have their fourth and the lead. Now I mentioned how crucial that misconversion from Italy from Alice Wiesman could prove to be. And this is a very difficult touch finder, or a very difficult touchline conversion, rather. And had this been 24 all, there would be far more pressure on this kick. It was a very difficult one. But Scotland now do have a 2-point lead, and will Italy be kicking themselves for not landing that conversion when they scored their fourth try? Either way, Scotland in front. They retake the lead. Nicole Flynn score. Now the difference between the two sides. Scotland 24, Italy 22. And only a couple of minutes remain for the visitors to get themselves back in front.
14, 11 and 7. 14, 11 and 7. This girl got it right.
I certainly don't think Vittoria Zanetti deserves to be on the losing side. She has been fabulous.
11 and 21 as well. Just hold on, okay? Just hold on.
They could do with reclaiming the restart.
Okay, time back on. 7.
Dorotea Tufano is back on.
7. We good?
I think that's Elena Palladini, who has also come on for Italy. Well, these two dished up a 0-0 on Saturday in the 35-minute match. But this has been electric today. 2 points in it. What a finish. What a claim that is from the restart. Brilliant play from Elsa Quigley. But Italy's threat is there at the breakdown again, and it was Grassi, another outstanding performer, who came away with it. Spilt forward again, though, was it? Looked like it might have been touched forward. Italy get away with it, though, and now this is a break from Wiesman. She's beaten 2 or 3 defenders here and has gone 20, 25 metres. Italy into the Scotland half. One last chance, perhaps, for them to snatch it. Better this time. They just need to keep the ball. They can't afford any spillage here. Cittadini with the carry. Putting more numbers into the breakdown this time. Little sidestep. Runs into traffic though. Scotland have done well here to force them all Brilliant burst from Sylvia Fent, and Italy still believe, they're still going. Just over 30 seconds remaining. Brilliant hit, absolutely fabulous. And that's gone forward. And that is the full-time whistle. And look at what it means to Scotland. The hit on full-time from Carla MacDonald typified their performance. And they are winners today. Neither of these teams scored a point on Saturday in their 2 matches. But it's been full of entertainment today. And Scotland wrap up the Women's Under-18 Six Nations Festival in style. Or their campaign at least. They have savoured the victory. They are winners at this level for the first time. A cracking game with Scotland getting off to a flyer. A couple of scores from Skye Phimister and one from Sophie Langford before Italy roared back, marshalled by their outstanding number 8, Zanetti, who helped herself to a couple of tries. Italy then took the lead late on through the fullback Matilda Remersa, but Scotland still had something left, and Nicole Flynn pounced on an Italian error to hand Scotland victory. Fabulous entertainment here in Edinburgh at the Dam Health Stadium. It's the hosts who celebrate. Italy, their tournament ends without the sweet taste of victory. But it's Scotland who have come through, and they've just about done enough as the hosts today. They have won it. Scotland 24, Italy 22.